How's it going, guys? Tyrant here, and I just finished watching episode 4 of season 3 of High School XDX Hero. God, that's really long to say. But we're getting to a we're it's how do I say it? It was like really fun because we're back into the action and that's there's two reasons to watch this show. Like literally boobs and action. Like literally that's it. Last episode we got boobs. This episode we get action, and I like that because I like how this show, for the most part, does it. Um, for the most part, I've gotten used to the art style, kind of, but it is what it is. So be it. So during this big climactic battle, Issei takes the lead, and I like that. He's he's kind of matured in a way that works for his character, and I like that. We also learned the name of his like boob talking power or something. You know what I mean. Um, but yeah. So he's able to use that in conjunction with dress break, and he does it in this episode, which is funny. This is what Issei is, so no complaints there. But we get to really see the power of what's his name, Cao Cao, the guy, the evil dude in this part of the show, and kind of what they're planning. They're trying to do some experiment with the Nine Tails leader, and it's like interesting. We'll get a little bit more information out of that next episode because we gotta wait. But this episode really like introduced a lot of the villains and their powers. We got the main evil dude and how actually beastly strong he is. He can take the Devil King or one of the Devil Leaders like head to head, like in his balance breaker form. And then we get introduced to this person who can make, I would say, golems, like that when developed can like destroy the world. Like holy shit, that's cool. Then they get attacked by an ex-priest who can wield three swords, and each sword is a demon artifact, which he himself said like he hasn't even activated his balance breaker. Which also talking about balance breakers, like the show has kind of throughout the time emphasized that balance breaker is kind of the next level of the sacred gears, and it has like it's like leveling up for the most part. Like it's never been implied that everyone can do it, but it seems like anyone can do it because at the end of this fight, you get to see someone who has a sacred gear, the Shadow Dude, go in his balance breaker and like get fully armored. Does that mean? I'm wondering if that means that anyone with sacred gear can, with enough effort, go into balance breaker mode with their thing. That makes me wonder if Asya can do it with her healing thing to amplify her healing factor. That would be really interesting to see. But the fight itself lasted well until like this giant golem showed up out of nowhere because his name, I think his name was Valley, the White Dragon Emperor. He sent over one of his over kind of his, I would say like his allies, and it's a new character, a witch girl, and she brings over this like gigantic Goliath, which it is explained like can like destroy shit too. Like anything can destroy shit. But it attacks him, and it was like cool, and then he destroys it like that. Like okay, that just happened. What was interesting about the scene with her and Issei actually was she's a big fan of the boob dragon, which was like what was that about? Okay, sure. I'm not gonna lie, that was just a fun interaction right there. But thanks to kind of the help of at the end of the art drunk fuck, what's her name? Rosways? Rosway. The Valkyrie. God dang, I gotta remember her name. With the help of the Valkyrie, she kind of like drunkenly like assaults everything, and they kind of just like leave after that, explaining like if you really want to know what's happening, meet us at the temple tonight. Blah 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 blah. Plot. And yeah, it looks like everyone's getting ready. They kind of set up a perimeter and sending in like the main forces. It's hinting that someone is gonna make it in, someone very powerful. I'm thinking it's that dude that Issei fought earlier. Not sure. That'd be interesting if he does. But yeah, that's that yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see on that one. But like, what I'm saying about the balance breaker thing was when they're ready to go and do the mission, right? Issei and the gang kind of get split up because of the fog thing, and Issei's left with the little Ninetales princess. I can't remember her name at the moment. And they're fighting the Shadow Dude, and like Issei's in his balance breaker mode, which is like suit of armor and sick. And the guy literally, I don't know, maybe through effort, was able to get his balance breaker through his sacred gear, and that fight looked semi interesting, mostly because he can physically phase and you can't physically hurt him, which is like okay. We're just gonna have to wait and see how Issei fights that, because it was really fun to see that, because Issei's always been the type of guy who kind of go full force physically. So someone you can't physically hurt is gonna be interesting for Issei to deal with. That's about it. Like I said, it's interesting that they imply that other people can go into balance breaker. Seeing the fight where Issei for the most part became took the lead, which was really great. And just seeing all these new villains and their powers just kind of expands the world, and I kind of like that. Now we're just gonna have to wait and see, probably a two-part next week, as they go and rescue the leader of the yokai, the Ninetales, and go from there. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Fun episode. So yeah. So thanks again for watching. Until next time. See ya.